Hello, welcome, Ashvini. Thank you so much for taking time to chat today. And for everybody, this is Ashvini Mashru, not mushroom, Mashru. And she is going to talk to us about her experience of becoming and taking a TEDx stage. And as we were getting ready to start, it was interesting because she actually was on a stage exactly a month ago, correct?
Yeah, 4 weeks ago. Yeah, exactly at this time.
And
So
it was just coincidence that it was scheduled this day and this time. So
yeah,
I don't think anything is a coincidence. I think it's a cooperative incident.
yeah. No,
So,
I agree. I agree.
so we're going to spend some time talking with Ash, and she's going to tell us about her experience. So my first question to you, Ash, is like, what was it about the TED or TEDx platform that attracted or made you curious to seek some support and explore what would it look like for you to be on that stage?
Well, when I started exploring my chances of being on a TED stage or a TEDx stage, I didn't even think about the whole process. Though that back then, like a year ago, I wanted to be in a TED. I did kind of have an idea. This is what I want to talk about, but it was it was vague. It was not, I didn't know what I was going to exactly talk about. But my motivation to be on a TED stage honestly started from the speaking that I do for my business and locally. And I thought, if I want to go higher up, I want to do something and challenge myself in my speaking area, like as where, for my speaking, so that it can help me professionally. So then I started thinking, why not a TED stage, a TEDx stage or a TEDx talk, because obviously it is a TED talk. Everybody knows about it. It goes global. It challenges you to be on a different level and think differently. And obviously it's a rehearsed talk, meaning, you can't see notes. You can see your slides, but you have to rehearse it and, hopefully not forget your things and your notes. And it's a different kind of talk than other speaking engagements that I've done. Mm-hmm. And that's the reason why I took this challenge, saying, okay, well, if I can do a TEDx talk, I can do anything else. Well, that was my first reason why I started exploring that. Now, as I started exploring more, I obviously, reached out to Julie Chopra, who, I started telling people, this is what I'm trying to do. Do you know anybody who can help me?
I'm going to stop you. That's a great thing, because a lot of people don't know, but dreams start here.
Right.
And then you start sharing it with your friends and whoever you run. It's like, wouldn't it be cool if I could do this? Like,
right.
Once you share it. So go ahead.
So that's what I shared in a event with Julie. I shared, this is what I feel like doing. This is what I want to do. And I want to challenge myself and do this. And she's like, oh, I know someone who can help you. And I was like, oh, okay. And that's when I reached out to you. And then obviously you and I chatted, and things started getting more clear for me that, okay, well, I think I can do this. As we go through the process, you and I went through the process, it started getting the shape or the form of a TEDx talk. I didn't know back then that I was actually doing a talk, because I definitely had something to share. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Obviously it started getting more refined as we went through the process. And then somewhere in the process, I was, it was a long process. It was a year-long process, obviously, as you know, with many ups and downs. As we went through the process, I became more confident in the process. That's what I'm trying to say. More confident and more at ease that I can do this, because I didn't know what I was putting myself into. So now looking back, what's that?
Talk to me more about that process, because you described, you came with a vague idea. You were more of a desire to be on that platform than the real idea of clarity of your message, right? That's what drove you. But what I'm hearing is, as you started working and clarifying, you said to yourself, or you realized, it's like, wait, wait, I have a really important message to share, right? And
Right.
so how does that, talk to me about the process, and also what has happened to you as a professional and as a person, just by going through the process.
So the whole process, not just with you, obviously with you, combining with applying to other, I don't know, I think I applied to like, I don't know, 20, 25, I don't know. The whole process I've learned, one thing I've learned is to keep trying, to keep up with it, keep trying, keep showing up, and keep doing the work. That's all. I mean, the whole process has taught me just to be patient with the whole process. Yes, I did the work with you, but then after that, I had to apply. And I mean, it's not like you're guaranteed that a TEDx stage. You have to just keep up with the process and not give up. Obviously, there was, like I said, there was many ups and downs, and you need the right stage. You need the right stage with the right, with the right theme and the stage and your idea. It has to match.
So let's.
If it doesn't match, it's not going to work out. What's that?
So let's talk about the downs of the application process. When we say application, it's the moment where, okay, I'm ready and I'm going and I have some copy of some language that I'm confident with, that you've done your little video, like your 1 minute or 2 minute introductory video, and you're ready to apply to an event to speak. So talk to me about that, because that definitely had an ups and downs all along.
Yeah, because not every, I have to look at the theme for each event and make sure it matches my theme, matches my idea. Most didn't match. Most I thought matched and will be a great one. Like for example, the TEDx Lincoln Square, risk takers, change makers. I thought that was a great fit for but I didn't get selected. The video I made was perfect. The pitch that I did was perfect. But even if the theme matches and you think it matches, it might not be the same for the people who are selecting you to be the speaker. You might not be, they might not think it's a good match. I completely didn't expect TEDx New Albany to come to me and say, can you come speak? Because all I did was literally send that 1 minute video that you and I made it on literally my computer screen. It was a very raw, very authentic, honest video of me, just me. And I obviously was not edited. It was just a plain video. I just sent them the link. I didn't even pitch to them with anything else. Just sent them that video link, and I was not expecting it. And then I emailed you saying, is this true? Is this actually happening? And that's when, so you never know where it might be a good fit theme wise and idea, with that and how it'll show up.
Yeah.
And on it.
And that's a great metaphor for this process and anything that you do, in the sense that, you got a dream, you have to do the work, and then you have to try. And yeah. I remember when we had a few emails back and forth where you might get an email from an organizer saying, thank you, but no thank you. And, you would go, you get very frustrated, and it's obviously understandable. And I remember I kept saying, Ash, you are going to find the stage that is right for you. And I always admire you that it's like, okay, and you pick yourself up and continue moving forward. But so there's an ingredient, and we always talked about, recipes and ingredients, right? Of trust that you needed to kind of exercise and say, okay, this wasn't it. I'm bummed, but that's okay. I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus what is the next one. And you keep going. So there was like dreaming, sharing your dream, taking action on the synchronicity or the sign that, someone said, oh, I know someone, then doing the work, showing up for it, continue in this case, application, but also with a layer of trust. So, so let me ask you this. This brings me to another question. What would you what has shifted? And I know it's only been a month since you actually gave your TEDx, and the video is not out yet, so we don't even know what's coming.
Right.
I always, you and I talk, and I share some of the things that my past clients have achieved.
Right.
And they're all different, and they're all actually, I celebrate them all, but they all kind of surprise me. Not that I wasn't expecting something, it's just the array of things that happen as a result of them taking that stage. So we can't talk about what's going to happen to you yet. We might do a video in a few months. But how have you as a human being shifted because of this process?
Because of the experience on the TED stage, definitely, like you said, we don't know, the video's not out yet. But as me personally, it took a lot of guts. It takes a lot of courage to be on a TEDx stage, and especially talk about your personal, something very personal, something very near and dear to you. And if that's what any of your clients are trying to share, like most of your clients might share or may not share, but if it's a personal story that is near and dear to your heart, it takes a lot of courage to stand on a stage. You're not speaking to just 200 or 500 people. You're talking to the entire world.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of stage to show up and to do that. And I'm proud of myself to do that, because not everybody can do that. And not only that, when I started the process, it was just a challenge for me, like, hey, can I do this or not? We'll see if I can do this or not. But now I look at it a different way, meaning I shared something very personal on a global stage, and I am more confident and more comfortable now about my story and sharing my story, because I don't feel scared, or I don't feel, that, I come from a different culture and I'm different. I shouldn't have done what I should have, what I did. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of what I have as a culture, what I have done. And as my marriage that I speak in my talk, I'm very proud of it. I know my husband is a very, introverted, like, private person, and he still thinks, it's a big step I have taken. But I am very, very proud of what I have done, because I'm more comfortable talking about it. In public now. I want to say I own it. This is who I am. This is who I am.
Yeah. And the word courage came up a few times, and it definitely that. And so I've watched you grow in confidence and self-confidence. So
yeah.
It's beautiful. So last question, let me ask you, what would you tell the Ashvini a year ago? So someone that is right now in your shoes that you were a year ago, when you only had like this kind of spark of a thought or a curiosity. What would it look like for me to be on a TEDx stage? What would you tell them?
I would tell them keep the work, keep up the work, trust yourself, trust the process, and have faith. That's all. Keep doing as long as you're consistent, and keep up the work, and keep applying. Trust yourself. It will happen. It
clear on your
takes
idea
time.
first.
What's that?
Get clear on your idea first.
Yeah, well, I mean, even if you have a little bit of idea, or even if you don't have an idea and you think you want to take it as a challenge, which how I kind of did originally, that I want to take it as a challenge, and then the idea came, and then I started thinking about, and then I reached out to you and I shared with you my idea in a very vague process, which obviously got clarified later. But yeah, I mean, even if you have a very little idea about how you're going to do it, but keep up with the work. It takes a while. It doesn't happen right away. If it happens right away, it's awesome. But if it takes a year, that's fine as well. I can't wait to see what's going to happen with my TEDx talk. I'm looking for more new opportunities, what new doors open up with that talk. Who knows, who knows what's going to open up for me. So
yeah, but you had a dream and you took action on that, and I am incredibly proud of you, and I am grateful that I was able to work with you on this and help you realize the dream.
yeah, no, I really appreciated the opportunity and your support, and it wouldn't be possible without what we achieved together. We worked as a team, you know.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah.
Well, thank you, Ash, for taking time today to talk to people who might be hoping or dreaming that their message can land at TEDx stage. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye.